Welcome to my channel. This is Smriti ma'am from SV Union High School and Junior College. In the earlier session, we have seen that the happy prince was very sad because the boy was crying and even the mother was unhappy. The prince had requested the swallow to remove the red jewel from his waist, and the swallow has done so, and finally they both are successful in bringing happiness to both the mother as well as to the child. Students, let's go further towards the third part of the story from page number 48. The swallow is saying, "I'll go to Egypt tonight," thought the swallow. When the moon came up, he flew back to the happy prince. "Can I do anything for you in Egypt?" he said. Now the swallow has finalized the decision to go to Egypt, and he's asking to the prince, "So what can I do for you in Egypt?" Responding to the swallow, the prince is saying, little bird, please, will you stay with me for one more night?" "My friends are waiting for me," answered the bird. Now here the swallow is very eager to meet his friends of Egypt, and again the prince is requesting him to stay with him for one more night. The prince is saying, "Far away across the city, I can see a young writer in a little room at the top of the house. He is sitting at a table that is covered with papers. At his side, there are some dead flowers. He is trying to finish a story, but he is very cold and he cannot write. There is no fire in the room, and he is weak and hungry." Once again, the prince sees unhappiness around. He can see a young writer who is sitting at a table and is surrounded by papers. There are many dead flowers also which are there on his side, and he's trying to finish a story. But as the climate is very cold and there is no fire in his room, he is unable to write the story. So the prince wants to help the writer. "Will wait for you for one more night," said the swallow kindly. "What shall I take to him?" "Take him one of my eyes," said the prince. "They are made up of beautiful blue stones. The young man can sell it and buy wood and food. He can finish his story." The swallow has agreed to stay with the prince for one more night, and the prince is requesting the swallow to take one of his eye, which is made up of beautiful blue stones, and sell it to the young man so that he can purchase wood and food and he can finish up his story. "Take out your eye, dear prince," said the swallow. "I cannot do that," and he began to cry. "Do it," said the prince. So the swallow took out the prince's eye and flew away to the young man's room. Now the swallow is not ready to remove one of the eye of the prince, but after several requests from the prince, the swallow has removed one of the prince's eye and is flying towards the young man's room. It was easy to get in because there was a hole in the roof. The young man was sitting with his head in his hands, so he did not hear the bird's wings. When he looked up, a beautiful blue jewel was lying on the dead flowers. "Someone likes my stories," he cried happily. "This is a gift from someone who has read my books. Now I can finish writing this story." Somehow the swallow has managed to enter into the room of the young man, and he has kept the beautiful blue jewel on the dead flowers. And after waking up, the young man has seen this beautiful blue jewel. He thought, "Someone who likes my story must have kept this blue jewel." But now this young writer is saying, "I'll finish up the story." The next day, the swallow flew down to the river. He watched the seamen working on the ships. "I'm going to Egypt," he cried. But no one listened to him. When the moon came up, he flew back to the happy prince. "I have come to say goodbye to you," he said. Little bird, said the prince. "Please, will you stay with me for one more night?" Here, seaman is a person who works as a sailor. So the next day, when the swallow was flying down from the river, one of the sailors was working on the ships, and he's saying that he is ready to go to Egypt. But the swallow did not pay attention towards him. When the night arrived, when moon came up, he flew back to the happy prince and he saying to happy prince, now I'm going to bid farewell to you. Again the prince was saying, little bird, please don't go away, please stay with me for one more night. It is winter, answered the swallow. The snow will soon come. In Egypt the sun is warm and the trees are green. Dear prince, I must leave you, but I will never forget you. Here the swallow is responding, now it is the winter season which is going to start and snow will be coming soon, and his friends are also waiting there in Egypt. Whereas in Egypt the sun is very warm and the trees are green. So swallow is saying to the prince, now it's high time, now I should leave you and I should reach to Egypt, but I'll promise that I'll never forget you. A little girl is standing there in the square below. She is selling eggs. Her eggs have fallen on the ground and they are broken. She has no money to take home. Her father will hit her. Take out my other eye and give it to her. So now the prince is requesting the swallow to help the little girl who is selling eggs in the square below, and she has to sell her eggs and she has to give money to her father. But the eggs are being broken by her. Now she is scared of her father, that the father will hit her. So prince is requesting the swallow to remove one of his blue sapphire, blue eye, and give it to her. I will stay with you for one more night, said the swallow, but I cannot take out your other eye. You will not be able to see. Swallow has agreed to stay for one more night with the prince, but he is saying that he cannot remove his other eye, because if he removes one of the eye, he won't be able to see. So the prince is saying, do it. So the swallow took out the prince's other eye and flew down with it. He flew to the girl and put the jewel in her hand. This is a beautiful piece of glass, cried the little girl. The swallow has removed the second eye of the prince and he has given the blue sapphire to the girl. And this girl is very happy to see this beautiful piece of glass and she ran home in a very happy mood. So here we complete the third part of the story, The Happy Prince. Thank you.